No, I like being off to the side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Period.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lady Layer. So today's a special day. Today's my mom's birthday. If you knew her,
Happy
she
birthday,
was
Mom.
hilarious and she loved her champs. So if you guys have champagne, go on and grab your glass.
Raise a glass to Mama Linda. Happy heavenly birthday. We
Yeah.
love you.
Cheers. And also she loves her vodka. So go on and make you a martini if you ain't got no champagne.
That's what I have today. I have a little peach lemon drop martini that I made myself.
Oh, that's nice. Stuck to the huge Chardonnay.
Whatever you like to drink, go on and grab it because Linda liked to have a good time, okay?
She sure did. She loved her champs. I remember when we used to go out, Katrina used to drink Sky Vodka back in the day. Ugh. But she always loved, like, we was about to go out. She would come in there and see what we wearing. You know, what y'all drinking now? And we would come back from the club, or maybe we was going back out the next day. Child, she did drink most of our drink, and she'd be like, "What?
I just had a little." Yes.
She always had a pot of greens on the stove or something cooking, and every time we left the house, she would threaten me that I better bring her baby back home safe. So we always love Mama Linda, and we'll always talk about her because
she was that girl. Yes.
Yes. Well, cheers to her, and those are beautiful stories, and I'm sure she is smiling down on you guys.
Yes, love her. Let's get into it.
All right, so it's a lot of tea. Okay, we have
feeling.
It's just everywhere. So listen, I mean, where do we begin? So we're gonna leave the Love Island tea last because that's the freshest. Let's start from the beginning, okay? So first thing I saw was Miss Mary Cosby. I don't know what's going on with her life, baby. First she's getting a divorce, and now her son got a DUI, and he in rehab in California trying not to go to jail.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting on the show too when she was like, when he was in the kitchen eating a donut, she was like, "What, you got the munchies?" And I'm like, "So you just know he's in here getting high?" Like,
yeah, he be doing drugs and everything. Like it gave like a laundry list of stuff. I don't know if he necessarily got the DUI from being drunk. I think he was just under the influence of something, and that's why he's in rehab right now.
Oh
yeah, I'm like, she just laying it all out on the table, asking him if he got munchies on camera.
You know, that's her only child, right?
Yes,
I believe so. Yeah,
that boy probably just is spoiled, and that's what I mean. We know
he is, and I think she said that her and her husband have tension because she spoils him, and he doesn't think that she should.
Right? She was like, he can live here, and yes, I give him money, and you know, he doesn't have a job right now, but that's okay. He can stay with me, like, you know. So
he called her in Milwaukee and was like, before he could even ask how she was doing, and before he could even ask how she was doing, he was like, "You got $60?" Like, nigga, listen, that's how you know he was on something, because when you call here for $60, it's for some drugs, okay?
That's very specific.
Very specific.
Only want $60.
Right. Yeah. It's something behind it, okay?
But you know what? When these housewives and they start to really get a lot of attention, it always seems like something just always goes down. I feel like Mary has been getting a lot of positive attention, and every time like a housewife gets a lot of positive, like they start to really love that person, somebody either getting a DUI, they end up in jail, they scamming, they frauding, or they owe taxes and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So it was bound to happen. And I bet you know what it was? Mary probably said, "You're going to have to go to therapy and rehab before I allow you to have X, Y, and Z." I wonder if that was the stipulations, or it was in the news article that he was like forced to do that.
No, he's forced. He's going to rehab so he doesn't go to jail because he misses his court date. So now he's in rehab, and he's in rehab, and that was the only way he was able to get an extension on the court date.
A raggedy
mess. With them DUIs.
Yeah, no, this is serious. I don't know if this was his first offense, the way that they coming down on him. Because
Right.
usually if it's your first offense, I don't think you risking going to jail.
And it depends on where you go. Well, as soon as you get a DUI, you go to jail, like on the spot. But you don't necessarily have to stay there. They usually let you out, and
Well, I
they
did
usually
hear
give you a
that
ticket.
it's contingent on like how crazy he was driving. It's like how fast you could drive, how crazy you're driving, how much of your risk. Like if you were driving like 100 miles per hour, like you're going to jail.
Yeah,
like,
you're going to jail.
There's no way around that. So
well, I have a link to the article, so we'll link it.
Okay, good.
What else is going on?
Yeah.
So y'all, Alexis already didn't got fired. Thank the Lord. She will not be returning. Let's give it up to Bravo.
That's all I can take with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think we need to go in deep to that. No. The bitch is gone. Now we just got to get camera.
We talk about the episode because yeah.
But now we just need camera to go, and we good.
That part. She really didn't go for it. But we'll dig into that when we start to cover the OC because that. But I'm very happy.
And if you guys watch Love Island, Hannah, listen, she always seemed a little crazy to me, but she Hannah got arrested for threatening to kill a cop. Like for terrorist.
So that was a terrorist threat.
Yeah, terrorist threat. She got arrested for threatening to kill a cop. Like who does that? She must have been very drunk.
Has to be.
Hammered.
Like.
Yeah, and she does seem very high strung and very just out there. So I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, no.
Her picture.
It looked like she was like a cracked out soccer mom.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
She been going through it. She did not get the bag she thought she was gonna get from Love Island, and it shows.
She didn't even have on her white powder or nothing.
No, thank the Lord she didn't have on her powdered donut makeup.
Right.
I couldn't believe when I was kissing her that white makeup be all over their face. I was like, "Are you not embarrassed?
You didn't dust it off? Like, why is it that white?"
That was
she didn't set it. Like, can you please set your makeup? It's very important.
Ugh.
If you want to be around anyone, you need to set your makeup.
Okay. She did try to set it. It was just so much of it. It was so caked on. And I don't know. She was a hot mess. But everybody been in her comments on TikTok like, you need to try a softer makeup. Like, try a soft.
Wrong color.
That's sad. I would be so embarrassed if everybody's in my comments like, yeah, girl, if you do this, it'll be so much better. Like,
so embarrassing.
Well,
it was like baby powder white.
Yeah, it really was. And the blush, it was too much. It was just giving geisha. It was giving geisha from Japan.
Yeah, but it was given how my blush looked before I actually muted it and toned it down.
Looks so much better.
Yeah.
What do they say? She's foundation blind, so she doesn't know that it's very much until she kisses someone and they look like they have white face.
Right.
Completely.
Well, Hannah,
they look like dead presidents because she knows she loves a black man, so they all gonna look like dead presidents after they finish looking at. Remember that movie? Ciao. Okay, so last but not least, this Buzz Layer T whatever segment you want to call it, we got the Love is Blind drama. I am so mad. I feel like Tyra Nat right now because I was rooting for Tim. Like he was not Tim, Tyler.
Tyler and
he
Ashley
was my fave. Okay, yes. I love Tyler and Ashley together, and come to find out, this man got 3 kids. By his homegirl or best friend or whoever. Supposedly he said he was a sperm donor, but how you a sperm donor and you owe $30,000 in back child support? Like the math is not mathing.
I watched a video today where the girl was basically saying that he was supposed to be helping out a lesbian couple, which was his best friend, but then the partner of the one who was going to be pregnant found out that some other stuff had been going on. They didn't say specifically if he slept with her or whatever. They just said some other stuff had been going on behind her back. But he was in the delivery room.
Yeah.
The twins got his last name. He's taking family photos with it's like 3 kids.
It's 3 kids, a boy and twin girls.
And he's taking family photos with them. Like he got a shirt that say best dad ever. Like if you're a sperm donor, you literally give up your sperm and you walk away.
Right.
Never with these kids, whatever. If it's a closer situation like that, I could see you like being an uncle. Where it's like
I've seen those situations. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, you have a best friend, you want to help this couple out, and you're gonna still be a part of the kids' lives, but not as a father.
Right.
Yeah.
So then
and then so on the episode it was funny because he told her and he's like trying to graze over it like he was the sperm donor. She was like, so why wouldn't you tell me about them sperm babies if that's all that it was? Like that's a big thing to talk about. Like I feel like our connection is broken. Like she kept on calling the babies. She kept calling the babies like donation babies and sperm babies. Like, all right, girl. Like, I feel like you did.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, guys.
Because I have not watched that episode yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, wait.
Sorry. Spoiler alert. The new 3 episodes are out, and that's where they talk about it.
But also, I saw today, I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but he did an interview yesterday, I think. And the girl asked him, he said, okay, so we got to talk about these babies. And he basically said the same thing, like, it wasn't that type of situation or whatever. So he's standing 10 toes down on the fact that these are sperm donor kids. But sir, do you think because you delete stuff, because apparently he wiped his Facebook, his Instagram of pictures of all the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the maternal grandmother has been online and stuff.
They found all the old posts.
Yeah, all the old posts have been exposed. He has exes coming out the woodwork saying how he owes them money and he's a scammer. Like why did you think that you was gonna come on national television and lie and nobody was gonna tell the truth on you?
Right. The mom on her Instagram had a picture of the little boy and was like, I love my grandson or something like that. Like, why is your mama saying that's her grandson if you just a sperm donor?
And he admitted that he did not disclose these kids on his application. And for that, I would sue. Because, listen, you are giving a false representation of who you are. Like, he did that junk on purpose.
Yeah. I feel like on Love is Blind now, like they just pick anybody because it was some drama last year about people that they picked. And then somebody was like they sexually assaulted somebody. Like they don't really vet these people.
No. They found him on LinkedIn. They found him on LinkedIn and pursued him. And he said he had never heard of the show. And he started doing the interviews for it and was like, oh, this sounds like a cool experience. I haven't been having luck dating. Like, let me just go ahead and do it. So he didn't put no thought into it. It wasn't like he was preparing himself for marriage. Like they literally found him, thought he looked like a good guy, on paper and invited him on the show. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
It's irresponsible. It's irresponsible of the show to also not do their due diligence. Because if TikTok people found all this information within a day, that means y'all didn't do no research.
Because literally it just came out today or yesterday. Like
they literally did no research on these people. They took everything they said for face value and threw them on a show. But I think they do that for good TV. Because
there's no way that they didn't do their due diligence at all to find some kind of tea, because this type of stuff gives good ratings and makes people want to watch the show even more. So the people, I feel like, come on now, like I feel like these people know what they're doing when they're vetting these type of people, because they can easily find their past, and they was probably like, well, this is gonna be juicy, but what am I gonna help you out for? Well, I'm gonna tell you, maybe you should clean. No, you agreed to the show. We think you make great television, so this is perfect, and now everybody's all over it, and it's exciting. So it's just more.
And a lot of these people on this season got some issues. So Hannah got some issues.
Yeah, Hannah's driving me nuts.
Hannah and what's her man's name? Nick.
Oh, Nick. Yeah.
Nick
is not ready. Nick is still a child. Okay,
Nick like his mama in the basement.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't catch on.
Mama in the basement.
It's on the new episodes. I don't think he discussed that in the pods.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me not jump the gun. But he ain't ready.
Oh.
She not ready.
Yeah.
She's
because
very
she
insecure and very jealous. Like she's getting mad over really bizarre things. She got mad about the horse. What was the situation about the girl
yeah.
riding the horse?
He wanted to be silly at the beach and she didn't like it. I think she cares a lot about image. I don't think she thinks he's attractive. I think because he's like smaller than her, that was a big turn off for her because
But did y'all see her pictures? I guess she did Ozempic or something. I don't know what she did, but she lost a lot of weight.
she
Oh, she
did.
did?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw like a little clip of her yesterday.
Like, as
and
of recently?
yeah, she lost more weight than she had on the show.
Yeah, she looks like a totally different person now.
She looked like she lost another like 30 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks great.
But
Yeah.
wait, can we get it? Oh, what'd you have to say, Kendra?
Hey,
Oh
Brand.
no, I was just saying I don't think they're gonna work. She don't like him.
Can we get into what was the girl's name? Child, she didn't even come to Cabo. She met the man and
What's her name? Like Tiffany or something like that?
I don't remember.
Brittany. Yeah.
Brittany.
Yes, she said, "I'm not coming on that show with you." And she did say right before, she was like, "Maybe I am like a little vain," and I was like, "Oh, she's not gonna like the way this man looked because he surely wasn't the type of man that she typically date." So yeah,
No. But I think she also was like, I might keep him in my back pocket because I think I can spend his money. Because she was like, if we don't go to Cabo, can we just go to Miami?
Right. Yeah. But I heard too that they said that when they went, she said that the chemistry was just totally different. Like they did an interview with her, like that the chemistry was just totally different, and that he always just felt like a stranger. Like she couldn't get into like the romance zone. But like honestly, he led so much with how much money he had. Like I don't think she really got to know him. Like all he talked about was being an art dealer and how rich he was. It was never like anything deep.
And like the only thing he could say when she asked like, "Why do you like me?" or something like that, he didn't really have a real answer.
Yeah. Or she was asking like I think she said like she asked about the two people and he was like, well, I'm not gonna say who I'm gonna pick. Or no, to me it was weird when he was like, so what kind of ring do you want? I'm gonna ask both people before I make my decision.
He thought he was that man. And that it was up to him, and she kept saying like, well, it's my choice too. But I just think I think it was nothing there. I think he covered up a lot with him saying like, I just love you so much. I just think you're so amazing. Because he was like, I know you like hearing that. And I'm thinking,
no, he didn't even tell. I don't think he told her he loved her. I think he said he only liked her.
No, he told her
he
that
said,
last day.
Oh,
he kept saying, I love you so much. And he was like, I'm just going to tell you anyway, because she was getting upset. And he was just like, well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I love you so much. And he was like, I know you like hearing that. And I'm like, are you listening to what this man is telling you? He's literally telling you what you want to hear. And he told you he's telling you what you want to hear. And you eating it up. She's like, I do love it when you say that.
No, but why would you write that letter talking about like basically, I don't know. I was going to write you something very sweet and loving, but I scratched that because I don't ever want to be nobody's second, blah, 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 blah. Basically, like, I don't want to be with you. Yeah. And as soon as he was like, I love you, I want to be with you. And I was going to ask, and he did that little stupid raggedy poem. Raggedy proposed him, just raggedy. Then he proposed her. She going to talk about, I said, huh?
I was so confused. Easy? I thought she was going to stand on business because he was like fumbling, like it was clear.
He was desperate. Once Hannah stood on business and was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be your second pick. Nick is who I want to be with. At that point he was scrambling because he was like, oh shoot, I don't have both people anymore. Like that's why he got all aggressive and angry. Like,
and he was basically begging Hannah to like trying to force her to say that she would say yes to him.
Right.
But like Hannah wasn't gonna like him either though. No. Hannah was looking and hoping for a tall, stocky, buff man that can pick her up and do whatever he needed to do. Neither one of the men was what she was looking for. These both scrawny little white men. And I know
She
she
probably
didn't.
would have liked. What's the homeboy from last year that had psoriasis? That was into the girl who said she looked like Megan Fox.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember him. I don't remember his
He
name.
would have liked him.
Oh, with the
Yeah.
with the
With the
mullet. With the
Yes.
mullet. Oh
Yes.
yeah, that would have been.
Big
And I thought
stocky
about
guy.
that too. I thought about that. I said she should have been on last season because that would have been right up her daggone alley. They would have got along very well.
I feel like Hannah is a lot different out of the pods too, because she's just like very, I don't know. I feel like she's more immature, but also I feel like in the pods, I feel like the same way with what's his name? Is his name Tim?
Tim is the one that's with Alex.
Yes. Like I feel like he was getting like super deep and like all this stuff, but then like outside of the pods, he's still like, I feel like he got deep like with her. Well, I don't want to talk about the new episodes, but I feel like he got a lot of toxic energy.
Yeah.
Which one is
where
this?
He's still working on himself for sure. Tim is the one who's dating the girl Alex. Both of her dad and her stepmom have multiple sclerosis.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost both of his sisters. Both of his sisters died.
Girl, was you watching?
I surely
it's
was.
The other black couple. It's the other black couple. Not the quirky.
One, yeah, okay. The one where
they always just every date they was sitting and crying.
Yeah, he cried a lot. In the pod.
Let me look it up because I'm now confused. What's the names?
Tim and Alex.
Alex, yeah, Tim and Alex. But I like Tim. I just feel like you said, I feel like he has a lot of growing to do. I feel like he has established his life the way that he likes it. And he has certain like boundaries, but I think the boundaries he has set doesn't allow room for someone to kind of like infiltrate his life. Like,
but he said that when they were dating, he was like that. He doesn't let people get close to him.
Yeah, you could tell.
So,
and I get it. He looked like watching the new episodes. He looks like he lives a very peaceful, structured life. And I wouldn't want to break that up either. But at the same time, like I feel like he has to allow himself to get to know her. But she also can't be like, this how I am. You know, I feel like they both need to kind of let their walls down a little bit and allow each other to like really get to know each other.
Yeah.
Me and my homegirl was watching it, and I don't know, my perception of them is like, I know he kept saying like, oh, like if I'm gonna spit it at you, I want you to spit right back with me. Like, but he seems to be really sweet and soft. She seems like she can't stand him. I don't know if y'all picked up on that. I feel like Alex act like she really cannot stand him. She's a little mean and she's a little rude to him. And I'm like, I don't think they're gonna make it to the aisle. I really do not. She
definitely gets annoyed with him.
Yeah, I think she likes him, but I think she doesn't like the fact that when she tells him to stop doing something, he keeps doing it because he thinks it's funny. Like when the whole dog thing, when he was like, "Yeah, I'm a dog."
Yeah, why was she getting irritated about that? That was weird.
Nobody really wants their man to say that they're a dog. Dog has a bad connotation of like you're a cheater, like stuff like that. I don't think he was saying
his actual dog.
Well, at one point, no, at one point in the beginning, he was talking about, he was like, yeah, I'm a dog. And he was like, I don't play that, whatever. But when they were sitting next to each other, he was actually talking about his dog. I think she was triggered by the word dog because she had already told him before, like when he was saying, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. And she kept telling him, like, stop saying that. Like, I don't like that. Especially the day where they met each other in person. He was like, roof, he just kept like doing it. And I think from that point, she stayed irritated with that like little thing. But I'm like, girl, you gotta let that go. Like he thinks it's funny and she doesn't think it's funny. So I think she was irritated by that.
That's what gave me the impression that she low-key a little unhinged a little bit, because that's not even unhinged, like a little immature, because that's not something to be like hyper emotional over. And I was just kind of like scratching my head.
It's irritating, but you could get over it.
You could get over that, or just be like, laugh it off and then talk about it later on. Like if it's really like, that's something that you could really get over. But anyways, I just saw their whole dynamic. I don't feel like Oh, this seems so sweet. They seem like they're really getting into it. I don't feel that at all. I feel like they're really gonna clash, and she's gonna end up cussing him out eventually.
Yeah,
but they already did. That's why he was mad and about to leave.
Yeah. He did because he was like, I don't like getting called out of my name. So she must have called him the B word child because
I think she did.
Yeah, I think that he's so, and I kind of agree with him. Like, I'm okay if you come back at me and you tell me how you feel, but it's a way to do it respectfully.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like when I tell you about yourself, I'm not gonna disrespect you, but I want you to understand how I feel. And there's a way to do that where you don't call people out of your name, you don't get loud, you don't you know, like,
especially
so
somebody
I think you need to learn that balance.
Yeah, like if you say you love me, like why would you go to below the belt, especially to a man? I feel like you should never call a man the B word. Like that's like the utmost like disrespectful thing. Like you should avoid that at all costs, especially somebody that's supposed to be your gonna be your husband. Like they can't let that junk go.
No. Yeah,
so
it's the ultimate disrespect.
All
right, y'all. Well, let's get into these housewives because there's lots of them to talk about this week. So we're gonna do it this way, y'all. We're gonna go by the day it came on, okay? And just so happens that it's from the juiciest to the least juiciest. So first up, New Yitty.
How do y'all feel about Housewives of New York? The only thing like I really like about it is their fashion. I love their looks. They give the best looks out of every single franchise, in my opinion. They eat down every single time. It gives
I wouldn't say every single time.
For me, Sai gives effortlessly chic.
That's exactly who I was talking about. This episode, I don't know if y'all watched the episode from yesterday, but Sai was looking crazy. When she walked into that coffee shop. Yeah, when she walked into that shop to meet what's her name? The lesbian lady, the tall lesbian lady.
Jenna.
You know her name.
Jenna.
She looked crazy. Please look at her. She had the Jerry curl going. Like it wasn't like her usual like carefree curl. It was very much crunch and scrunch. It was not cute.
Sai's confessional look when she had the black headpiece and then the gold where it looked like it was just painted on her chest. I said, "Oh."
I usually love the way Sai looks. I agree. She usually is the best, but I don't know what was going on, what she was going through that day. Maybe she was stressed about picking a high school. I don't know, but it was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she usually does very well. Everybody else, I'm sorry, I can't really.
I like Brynn too. Brynn be dressed cute. Now her makeup don't always be on point.
Her hair be irritating me. Brynn's hair be low key bothering me, and I feel like you have enough money to get your hair done and get your roots pressed a little bit more.
I think she likes that.
She ain't from Cali. They only do flat iron. She ain't getting no press.
And she's probably going to the dry bar.
No, she goes to black lady.
She's going to a black hairstylist. That's where she's going.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she's been going to black people since she was a kid. Her grandma used to take her there. That's how she learned about black culture, by going to get her hair done.
But did they teach her how to wrap her hair?
No, come on now.
That's
you
why
ain't never seen Brynn with no bonnet.
Because she probably didn't walk out the shop like that. I'm sure she walked out the shop late and then slept on it, and then here you go. Especially if she just got like them little Q-tip things.
Oh, them K-tips.
Individual little, yeah. Like that's if your hair gonna revert, that's not the look for you.
I'm pretty sure she did. She's probably got them K-tips, and that's where
a little bit leave out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing all that if you ain't gonna do your hair.
She's still funny though. She's still cute, but Brynn, she'd be a little messy.
Very messy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because why are you going back?
Been like from the beginning though. She started off messy when she started mess with homegirl talking about the cheese that they just never got over.
Yeah, and she kind of takes something, twist it up, and then give it back. Like she's not gonna never bring it exactly how it happened.
But Erin do be running her raggedy mouth and saying anything, and then be getting mad when people will be like, well, you did say that, like, I'm calling you out. She'd be like, why would you say that? Like, Erin, you're on TV now.
Right. It's a reality show. They're going to bring it back
behind
every
closed
time.
doors where you having a key with your friends, you just talking mess with your girls. And girl, you on TV now. So you're going to have to be a little bit mindful of the things that you say to your homegirls. You can't be running around calling Jenna broke. You didn't call Jenna broke?
Well, she said she didn't call her broke. She said that she just thought it was weird that she.
Yeah, look, I didn't found it. Sorry, that's why I'm looking down. I gotta show y'all. It's terrible. I can't let it go. I can't.
So I think she was saying that she insinuated that she was broke because she said she didn't pay her.
Look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
But we talk about the fashions. Now the hair.
I know. I didn't say the hair. I talk about the fashion.
The whole thing is terrible. Look, wait till she look in the mirror. Look at this. She looked like, y'all remember that video where the lady was trying to do the black lady's hair on the news, and she did that side ponytail and was like trying to like.
Oh God!
I've said it before about somebody else's hair, but I'm gonna say it again. It always reminds me when somebody's hair toe up like that. Like, okay, she probably walked out, it was fine, then the wind hit it, and whatever product, product she did, freeze dried it. But remember when Nene was giving the monster look, she had that curly wig. It was a short curly wig, and then when she got in the house, it was like this.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. Oh my God.
Between her and Ashley, they did not slay in the hair department this week.
Girl, we're gonna get on to Ashley soon.
This one.
Because why?
Oh yeah, it was giving what's Frankenstein's wife's name? Yeah. What's Frankenstein's wife's name?
I forgot. Somebody asked her about that look in an interview, and she was like, when I was outside, it was a little curly bob. By the time I got inside, the wind was so bad, it's just swooped it up.
Yeah. Ciao.
And she was sitting on camera and had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh golly.
Terrible.
Anyways, yeah. So what do you guys think about is it Uba? Is that her name?
Yeah, Uba. I think that is her name.
Uba, she kind of low-key get on my nerves. I feel like she's trying to be like Iman from Dubai because they're both African queens, you know?
People compare them a lot, yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I feel like she's trying to do too much, a little bit.
I think she fed up with them from last year. I don't know if they got a break, but like I just feel like she's still mad about what happened last year because last reunion, I don't even think she was talking to them.
No, they said I think on the beginning credits they started filming the press stuff for the next season a month after filming, so it wasn't that much time in between what happened till they had to see each other again.
Yeah, she don't mess with them like that. And like I feel like last year she was trying to be nice, and this year she don't got it in her. She gonna let them know.
That's because Brynn opened up and talked about her relationship, but Sai was being messy because Uba told Sai, "Don't you dare tell nobody."
Right.
What did Sai do? She ran and immediately told everybody, and then
Brynn brought it up.
She told Brynn, but Brynn brought it up, and that's
Brynn brought it up on camera.
Yep. Yeah. And that's when Sai flipped, and she was like, "That was none of your business." But it's like, Sai, it was none of your business to tell Brynn either. So all y'all did wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand too, like when somebody tell you something and they say not to tell you something, I mean,
don't say it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell my friend. I'm gonna go tell my friend. I'm just saying, if you tell me something that you don't want me to tell, like I'm probably gonna tell Kendra. She ain't gonna tell nobody, but I'm probably gonna tell Kendra.
Well, now I might want to tell my mother-in-law. Cause she don't tell nobody nothing. So my mother-in-law,
you gotta say it to somebody not gonna say nothing, not Brynn.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna give me a refill right here.
Excuse me, she said it on camera. Like, why would you say it on camera? You really don't care.
at all.
I keep trying to refill my martini, but I'm out.
Look
It's so delicious.
Girl.
at you. Come on, bartender.
Bartender.
Ooh, you looking for me.
I still have never been to a T-Pain concert, and I really want to go.
That would be a time. That would take
I
us back to
love
the days
T-Pain.
for real.
Yes, our era for sure.
Our era all the way. That was
Yes.
it.
In Vegas?
T-Pain.
Yeah, he was supposed to have a residency there. I never made it. I ain't been to Vegas in a long time.
When did he have a residency there?
I don't think it lasted that long, but he was supposed to have had a residency there. Moving on. We're going to Salt Lake.
Next day, let's go to Wednesday. Salt Lake.
Salt Lake City, y'all.
So, what's her name is getting on my nerves? The Greek lady, like, it's
She was doing a lot.
It's too cheesy. Like, it don't even be like good cheesy. Like, it's just overly cheesy. Like,
I think she's trying to make a splash.
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to make a name
up for Monica's
herself.
presence. That's what they're trying to do.
No, so I'm okay with her telling the girl that her man was messing around with somebody else. Like, I'm okay with her telling the tea, but the whole Greek outfit during the basketball game, it was too much.
Yeah, she's trying to bring a big splash. Bronwyn's house makes my head hurt.
Oh yeah,
it stinks. Like when she was packing, I was just like, I couldn't even look at the screen.
Whose house?
Bronwyn, the new girl.
Yeah,
it's very busy. You can't miss it.
But back to the Greek girl really quick. I low-key am starting to kind of enjoy her. I feel like she's starting to kind of get out of her skin a little bit because, you know, they truly couldn't stand her last season. So
who is Brie?
Was trying to.
You said Brie?
No.
She said the Greek girl.
Oh, the Greek girl. What is her name?
What is her name?
I don't forgot.
Shout.
Her name not Jen too, is it?
It might be.
I think it's Jen.
Let's see. If you know her name, put it in the comments.
I think her name is Jen.
Angie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, what would you do in her situation if you had proof that your friend man was sliding? Do you say something? Because I feel like people always have like a toss up with this. It's like on one hand, you kind of mind your business, especially
depends on the friendship.
It depends on the person and the friendship. But if I had hard proof in my hand, it would be very hard for me to not pass that on.
It depends on the friendship because if y'all cool, that's tough. If you know that girl's a lightweight to Lulu, I'm not telling you.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell her at the basketball game. We talked about that at the hotel. Like,
yeah, not at no basketball game. And she was talking about it right
and in front of everybody. No. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you aside.
And don't go tell somebody else before you tell them. Yeah. Go and say something to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to say it because
I would be uncomfortable. Like, dang.
I would be hanging out with you, looking at you, and I just know your man is just sliding in people's DMs.
Right. Or like, I would be thinking like, dang, do he be like when she would tell me something about him, I'd be like, I wonder if he was saying that to the eyebrow girl.
Right.
Well, what if they're married? Like, what if they're married and you see somebody like your friend's husband out they're just doing anything and they have a family? Like, what would you?
I'm for sure telling.
Yeah, same. I'm not gonna do it in front of people though. That's something you.
No, I would never do it in front of people.
I would never ever. That's crazy.
I would always be very cautious of how I would do it, but my conscience would not allow me to hold that type of information and not pass it along. But what I would say is, listen, this fell into my lap. I could not live with myself if I didn't share this with you. Here's the information. You can do with it what you want to. I'm not going to judge you if you choose not to do anything with it. That's your business, but I just had to do this.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, I would try to be as delicate as I could, But there's no way I could just be like, especially if I have to be around the couple and I have to look at him and I just know what he's doing. It's like,
yeah, you never know the situation. Like maybe she already know and she just like, I'm not ready to confront him, so I'm gonna just let him cheat in peace.
Exactly. And that's your business.
Right.
And it's like, and that's when you get to say, and that's when you say, okay.
Right.
You know.
I'm like, listen,
now you know what I know, and now you know that I'm a loyal friend to you, and I got your back. But hey, baby, if you ain't worried about it, it ain't got nothing to do with me, because I'm surely not worried about it.
It ain't even worried about it. Like, listen, if you're not ready to leave that man alone until you actually gonna do something.
And if you tell me too, like, thank you, sis. If you ever find out anything else, I don't want to know. Listen, you ain't gotta tell me twice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time, I'm definitely gonna give it to you because I don't know.
Right. You ain't gave me that boundary yet.
Right.
What?
Are you sure?
Right.
Well, but Angie was raggedy for bringing that up and hurting that girl's feelings in front of everybody. And this is her first season, her first couple episodes. Angie, no, you know better than that. When that everybody was calling your man gay, left and right, and talking about that was me. Right. So
it's like how Rowan checked homegirl. What's her name? I don't know nobody's name. The bad Mormon, Heather.
She checked her real good.
Tell you how this relationship is gonna work, honey. Okay, because you over here trying to make me look bad, and y'all talking mess about her in the car too. And I actually went to her and told her what I said. Did you tell her what you were saying about her? No.
And why is Heather reporting back every conversation anyway?
Because
Heather's trying to be relevant.
Heather trying to be relevant. Like, dang, girl, I can't say nothing around you.
Well, they said that. I think one of them said in the confessional that she probably is like that because she's afraid, based on how Monica was. Like, she's leery of the new people. So anything they say, she just is like, ugh.
Yeah, that's what what's her name was saying. Yeah.
I also feel like Heather, like she been lying, like she lied for the longest time about the whole situation with oh wait, did you guys see the Watch What Happens Live with Heather on it? When one of the fans asked her straight up, like, how can you call, oh God,
what day did it come on?
We don't know nobody name.
What's Heather's cousin? The one that said, you put my vagina in your book.
Whitney.
She said, Heather, how can you call Whitney a liar when you lied the entire season? And I feel like Heather is just trying to do the most.
What Heather about the whole season?
The Jen Shaw stuff.
In the eye by Jen Shaw.
Or did she just not want to say it?
Girl, no, she lied.
She didn't know who did it. She said she didn't know who did it.
Even Heather at Watch What Happens Live, she said, okay, well, I never said that I wasn't a liar. She said, just because I'm a liar doesn't mean that I can't point out other people are liars. Have a seat.
A liar, no, a liar, I guess.
It takes a lie to know a lie, so she definitely gonna be good at pointing them out. Not you eating your cup of noodle on live.
Right.
I try to listen. I try to hide it. Listen, I have to eat because I barely ate today. And if I'm going to be drinking this wine with y'all, I'm not going to turn this camera off and be slumped over at the end of the night. So I need to eat something.
Lord.
You're making me want my food. My food downstairs.
I'm sorry. I had to text my son. I said, son, go ahead and make me a couple noodles, sprinkle a little chicken bouillon in there, and hand that over and slide it on over to me right now.
A little hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never eat a cup of noodle again. The last time I ate a cup of noodle, I don't know what the heck it was. It was like it was in slow motion. I was eating it. It was nice and hot, and the bowl just was so heavy. I couldn't stop it from pouring on my lap. I had blood on my thighs. I'm like, I will never eat a cup of noodle again.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't drunk or nothing. It was like one of the, it wasn't like an actual cup of noodle. It was like, you know, the bootleg ones that's in the bowl?
Yeah.
Like the water was, it just poured on my little lap, burnt my little skin all up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's terrible.
Traumatized. I eat some ramen noodles, some top ramen, but not no cup of noodle. And then even the top ramen, I don't put no juice in there. I boil the noodles and just eat the noodles.
You pour that broth out.
All right.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, Go ahead. What's next?
We on to OC. Woo woo.
Well,
Well,
where do we start with the OC?
It started with Ryan, like they went back to the table, right?
Yep.
yeah.
And him just sitting there lying through his teeth. I'm like, what's the name said? You're clearly in Vegas
What
all
was he
the time.
lying about?
About knowing what his best friend is doing.
And then not doing his business, and he just goes as
he's like, I love Emily for asking all the important questions. She's just like, because he's there all the time. Like, what are y'all doing out there?
She's a lawyer. She knows what to ask.
But if that's my best friend, I'm not talking about it either. So y'all need to mind y'all business. I can't talk on it. And he got legal issues. So clock that.
But you wrapped up in it too. And you trying to act like
and that's another reason why I ain't talking about it.
And then he looping what's her name into it because he's like, yeah, they're just our friends. I'm like, they my friends. That's your friend.
Listen, Jen goes that man helped her from being home. Okay.
She didn't say a word. She didn't say a peep. She was like this the entire time. Yeah, those are our friends, and he's a professional gambler, and he has a bookie company. And somebody said, "Ain't that illegal?"
Not in Vegas, baby.
Not in Vegas.
And he there every other week. He's involved. Okay.
I mean, but if it's legal in Vegas, then what's the deal? The issue was that he was stealing the money from the baseball player. The manager was stealing the money from the baseball player. Like if they didn't know where the money was coming from and they just taking bets from the manager, like they ain't really got nothing to do with it. It's the manager that needs to go to jail.
Loki.
Exactly. So that's probably how he's like, technically this ain't got nothing to do with me. Because there are professional gamblers. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, what's her name? Princess Love is a professional poker player.
Mm-hmm. Didn't she make somebody who won a competition that made like $1 million?
Yeah. She's
I know somebody. I know somebody that I worked with. Her sister married a professional gambler. He's a professional gambler. She's a stay-at-home mom. He said, I'll take care of you. He be going do what he need to do up in Vegas and go gamble. He be making that money.
Yeah,
that sounds risky to me, but these are professionals, so that's what they do.
I don't know how the gambling pages then got on my algorithm, but I'll be watching them pay craps, making 3 minutes. I'm like, I need to go try it.
So then we have the Heather, Shannon, and Katie conversation when they went to go look for furniture. They was shading the hell out of Shannon, talk about, I don't know what, where she's 20 years older than me. I don't know what she likes. Like, why would you point to the American flag furniture and be like, you like this?
Right. I didn't get, were they buying furniture for the patio? I didn't understand where this furniture was going.
Yeah, Shannon was looking for furniture for her patio.
Oh.
So then they get into, what was they talking about?
I don't remember that scene.
They started talking about I don't know. I forgot, child. I forgot what they was talking about.
I don't remember that scene.
Probably something to do with Alexis.
Yeah, I think it was about like everything that was coming out, but child, I didn't write that part down. I forgot.
Yeah.
But then we get to the tea.
Right. This is my favorite part. I've been waiting for this scene. The 60th birthday party.
Right.
Yes. Listen, why? I don't know why. Well, I'm glad that Heather and Emily.
Oh, sorry. That's what I was going to say. So they started talking at the furniture store about how Emily felt. They was trying to explain to Heather about how Emily felt. And Katie was telling her, she just wanted to be heard.
Yeah.
By you. So I'm going to say that. And then we're going to keep talking. And I'm going to say why I said that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So at the lunch, they talked. Like, I would have been proud of Emily if she would have just stuck with, yo, you didn't have.
We're not talking about it.
Right. You had a lot of time to come and talk to me. We don't need to talk about this today. Like, right. It's weird. It's not.
And I think the only reason why she did that was because she doesn't like to look bad. Mm-hmm. Once she knew that Emily was telling everybody else how Heather made her feel, she's like, oh no, I have to fix this. So when Katie's saying, she just wanted to be heard. What does Heather say as soon as she sits down with Emily? I hear you. I hear
Right.
you. I hear you. Like, girl, if you say I hear you one more time, you know what she wants. So you're trying to give her what she wants. And then she's like, when she starts really expressing herself, it comes out. Her true colors are coming out. Like, oh, well, that's just crazy. This is just crazy to say. Like,
it's not crazy.
Well, you guys, the way that Emily handled it, not Emily, the way that Heather, okay, it's Heather Dubrow that we're talking here. She's very calculated. She's very mindful and choosy of her words. She's going to study it and make sure she says the right thing to make herself look demure. Okay. Very mindful, very cutesy. But I also feel like Heather was projecting a lot, because if it's a fashion show and she took your measurements and that's your measurement, I just don't know what Heather could have done differently. If that's maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
After having explained why she chose what she chose, I kind of did seem like, okay, yeah, it does kind of make sense. Like when she explained the differences between her and Alexis, like them being the more curvier girls, like granted, Alexis smaller. Yeah. It makes sense, like, but
there's women that have body shapes just like Emily, and she could have been a representation for that as well. And this could have been like a body empowerment situation. So,
and most brands do that.
But I think I just needed you to listen to me, and had you explain that to me first, it wouldn't be this issue. But you didn't even want to hear me say anything. You were just automatically on the defense.
That was her point.
The way that Emily.
Emily told her, like, it's not about the clothes or what happened, but once I came to you about it, you shut me down. And you made it seem like I was crazy for feeling that way. She's like, that's why she kept saying, I just wanted you to hear me and how I felt. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not blaming you for anything, but this is how I felt, and this is why I felt the way that I felt. Like, I think that what Heather was saying, like you said, like, I think they just didn't prepare her or tell her that that's what they were doing, because a lot of fashion shows, they'll show that anybody can wear these clothes, whether you have curves or you're straight up and down, whether you're size 2 or you're size 12, anybody can wear this outfit. But I think because Emily has that complex, she didn't want to be, because she said she wears a size 6. So
Emily said that?
Emily, please.
She's like, why didn't I get a size 6 dress? And I'm like,
Stop.
You may be pushing it a little bit, but
I wear a size 6, and I'm 5 foot nothing, 125 pounds. Knock it off.
Now, I will say that a lot of sizes look different on different people. I remember when I was in college, me and my 2 roommates, we looked nothing alike. We all wore the same size pants. Me, Nancy, and Christina all wore the same size pants. And we all, our shapes are different, our heights are different, like, So I will say that it could be true. Hey, I don't know. But also, I think she was thrown off guard because of the jeans thing is probably really what settled it in. That would have been what pissed me off. Because you could have told me
that makes sense.
You could have told me to bring black pants. Black skirt. Everybody else had on black bottoms. I got on a white button up and jeans. Like, I look completely out of place. Like, why wasn't I considered to not look like an outcast? But with I think with the whole 2 people wearing a dress thing, that's what normal, they do that at fashion shows all the time. So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if Emily just changed her delivery with Heather instead of facing, maybe, because if I were Heather, I would have been on the defense, kind of. If it were my fashion show, I would have been on the defense too. But anyways, not to harp on this situation, I just think Emily should have been maybe confronted the situation with asking questions for clarification. Hey, I just wanted to get your thoughts on, like, what was the reason why X, Y, and Z? Like, what was your vision for this fashion show? Because I couldn't help but to feel excluded because of X, Y, and Z. But she just kind of laid her what is it called?
She was hurt.
Insecurities.
Hurt,
yeah.
So it all came out.
She just laid it out, and it was what it was. And that just made Heather be like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, because I would never do that to you. This is my fashion show. Like, you trying to take it somewhere else, ain't got nowhere to be. So, but anyways, Heather. Yeah.
I don't
Anyways,
think
I'm
she
glad
had
they
compassion.
squashed that.
I still think Heather does not have compassion for what she was talking about
She surely
because
don't.
she felt like Emily embarrassed Heather. So
Yeah.
I feel like any way she would have brought it to her on camera, Heather would have been defensive about it because I think in her mind, it's like, why are you making my fashion show about you?
And why are you making my brand? What is it called? Like about bodies and all this. And that's not my brand.
Yes.
That's not what we're
I
doing.
think
You
that
know
pissed
that
her
I'm
off.
very inclusive. You know that I'm all about the gays, the fat, the bigger the people, the skinnier the people, the mental the people, the straight. I'm all about
I told you you were gorgeous all day.
Right. You messing up my brand and my money.
Crazy.
Right.
Lord. Okay, so let's get to my favorite part of the lunch. My favorite part of the lunch is when Shannon reveals the text she's going to send to Alexis.
And you better clock it, babe. I said, you better come on. That's the Shannon that I needed to see.
I was like,
send it.
Right.
Yes.
You know, like from them, she didn't try to soften the blow when she was talking about how much money she owed John Jansen.
Thank you.
She lucky she didn't come, because I would have said, bitch, don't come to my motherfucking trip, okay?
You are not invited. She was very classy. Right.
Nobody's checking for you, boo. You're a friend. Stay at home with your man, okay?
Exactly. You should have a great time with Johnny Jan. You be fine with him.
Right.
You be okay.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to jump the gun. Keep going.
Let him take you to Europe.
Mm.
Why would you even think that Shannon, after all you put her through, would invite you? You're still actively pursuing a suit against her.
Right. And then you posting them ugly flowers. Like,
it was an olive tree. It was an olive tree.
The olive branch, but it was within them ugly flowers. It wasn't no tree, a branch.
She probably was mad she wasn't invited to the tea either because she on the cast, she supposed to be everywhere. Like, girl, give me a break.
Right.
Like, we're actively in a lawsuit situation. I'm paying court fees and lawyers because of you and yo raggedy man.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in court, it's because of you.
Right.
Exactly. So as far as I'm concerned, you owe me money. So I suggest you to save behind on this trip because you need to save your coins for when you need to say, give me my money back. That's what you need to be focused on. So yeah, and I don't know why she thought she would be invited to. Why would you?
Like, she's like the perpetual victim. Like, she's sitting on the couch and she don't understand why she got this text. And I know she looks at her phone like, girl, why are you trying to pretend on this couch like you ain't seen the text from earlier?
Because she wants to say, Johnny, do you have my phone?
Yes.
They're like, he's here. He's upstairs.
Exactly.
They were so shifty. Like, he's here? Oh my God.
I haven't heard the saying shifty in a very long time. I love when y'all say that. that's an old school one right there. Shifty.
That's really old school.
Listen, I still say shifty. Don't care. And then my favorite part was when Jim was like, is she kicking us out? I've never been kicked out of anywhere. Oh, wait, yeah, I was evicted.
No, what did Alexis do? Alexis said, it's time. Let's go. Time. They said, is she kicking us out? She said, let's go. I'm done with this. Time to go.
Like, are these really your friends? Because you should have kicked the cameras out and not your friends.
Cameras and not your friends.
Because the cameras was still rolling as she walks upstairs, all sad.
Jen talk about, I ain't never kicked out of anywhere except for when I got evicted. I said, well, at least you making light of your raggedy situation. And that's what I call accountability.
Yeah. That was my second favorite part of that episode. Like, girl.
So I don't know why she would think she would be invited back on the show. Like,
nobody,
you said you were done.
Right. Goodbye.
And the storyline is dry and old. You're not interesting. The only part that was interesting about you was, and not even interesting, everybody was really upset that Bravo did that to Shannon. The only thing that was like tea about you is that you were with John Jansen. And that was that. Like, and then you guys are suing Shannon. Move on.
And he finally got a green screen. You see him do an interview.
Oh,
Why was he on the green screen? Why?
Looking like
None of my TV screen.
Right. I said, oh, hell no. That's crazy. Why would they do that? And he, when he was with Shannon, he never wanted to be on daggone TV. So why?
She's trying to get her check. Listen, you need to be on TV, okay? We need to see you.
I wonder if she's going to show up to the reunion. I feel like it's either already in her contract that she has to come, or they have to give her a fat check to come if she shows up, because she knows she's going to get berated. Like,
oh, absolutely. And you think she's going to bring Johnny Jan on the reunion?
Yeah. If they offer him a check, he's coming.
I will lose my mind if he's sitting on a stool behind her at this reunion.
No, he will.
They have to pay him handsomely to go on that show, because those girls are gonna come for him if he comes on that show. Like,
absolutely.
But we kind of needed to culminate that way.
Can we get into Tamra and how raggedy Tamra is and stale it's giving, and how conniving and vindictive? It's one thing. Listen, I love a good shade. I love a good, if it makes sense, right? If you're gonna come after somebody and it makes sense, then go ahead, go do that. She's like desperate to be something that I feel like or maybe she truly is that person. I don't know. She's been really getting on my nerves, and I don't know where it's coming from, that she's just been like team anybody that's against Shannon. Team anybody that's
paying her. I feel like the way she acts is Alexis and John have paid her to have Alexis back, because she goes out of her way to have her back. And it's like, girl, she sued you too. Like, why are we just acting like that did not happen?
She sued her, and Tamra actually had to pay a settlement. I think she paid over $1 million to Jim Bellino in that lawsuit. Right. Shannon is the one who got the case dismissed. So it blows my mind that Tamra takes up for her when she was involved in a case that made her pay $1 million to this man.
I don't.
In any normal circumstances, Tamra would come after that person's neck. She wouldn't let him have an inch. So why all of a sudden are you coming hard on Shannon just because she's got a DUI or whatever have you? And first of all, she got a DUI. I didn't see you do that to what's her name? Gina. Okay, Gina stopped kind of drinking whatever. Well, who cares? Who cares? She smoked weed though. You can get it to high UI. That's what you get.
Right. A high UI.
But what's his name is supposed to be trying to sue her now, Ryan, and he got the same lawyer as Jim Bellino after she said that he stole as much money as Vina Cava or whatever the name of her marijuana thing is. She said that you stole as my brand makes more money than you stole or whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna see you. And she was on Instagram the next day trying to apologize and say I misspoke and da-da-da-da. It's like, girl, no. Enjoy the lawsuit because
now you got a defamation lawsuit, and now you're coming out my character, and now you're lying, and now you're apologizing, and that's why your raggedy husband Tamara tried to tell your ass to shut up when you were at that dinner table flapping your big gums, and now here you are, you're getting sued. So that's what you get.
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm sorry. Look, I've been absent for a couple of weeks. I've been brewing. I've been holding this in. I can't stand
last time.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
So they're going to London. I'm excited for them to go to London and see what they do. I'm pretty sure
it looks like they'll be fighting in London though too. Like they might as well have brought Alexis because Shannon ain't having no good time. She walking away from the dinner and like
I mean, yeah, because
she's looking on Shannon. What did Shannon do? Leave Shannon alone. What did Shannon do?
She's an easy target.
Yeah,
she's vulnerable. She's an easy target this season.
She probably was taking a drink at wherever they were, and Tamara made a smart comment
Who made the rule that if you get a DUI, you can't drink no more?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
I'm glad we ended Orange County with this because Potomac was getting on my nerves when they kept talking about what's her name and the drinking. Like it was
the so dramatic entrance of the show with the reenactment.
I know.
Like, why are we doing this?
Like it was driving me nuts that they kept on talking about here's a virgin cocktail. Can we drink at this restaurant? And she didn't pay the manager to come to the table and say that she never drank.
Like acting like she's like some full blown drunk, like she just been.
Well, I will say
down.
It was her second DUI, so she could have a little bit of a.
Yeah, very true. But when she went to that her birthday, she came in a car. So let her drink up. It's her 61st birthday.
And when she was sitting at the table with Giselle, she looked like she was on something.
Oh, because she was so calm.
Her eyes was low. She was. And I'm like, is it the medication?
She wasn't driving.
She sure wasn't.
She wasn't driving. That's my
thing. Unless somebody tells you, like Gina made it known, I'm not drinking anymore. Then you start making all these accommodations. Otherwise, you're just making it weird and awkward for them because they never said they was gonna stop drinking.
Right.
My thing is, you're grown, and especially if you're in your 60s, I'm not about to police you and babysit you. You're gonna have a drink.
Yeah.
You grown. If that's a decision you want to make, I'm not judging you because I may get a DUI. Knock on wood. I hope I don't. We all make mistakes. We all done been behind the wheel thinking we tipsy. Oh, I can make it home. I'll be all right. Now, if that police pull you over, you're going to jail because you didn't have 2 glasses of wine and you shouldn't have got behind the wheel. But we think we're okay. Anything can happen. So that's why people need to learn to mind their business. And I thought it was overkill on Potomac. It was 100% overkill for the Grand Dame. And I don't appreciate the way they was doing that with her. Yes, it was her second DUI. But, baby, I know people that got 3 and 4 DUIs. Now, did they have to do a couple days?
And we do not condone that. Do not get behind the wheel. Do not get behind the wheel if you've had even one drink. Because you know what?
But it's none of my business.
Other options. There's too many other options to take. If we going out, we know we're going to get an Uber.
Yes.
My thing was, we already got OC where we talking about this DUI the whole season. Like, I can't go Potomac the whole season talking
about her DUI. It can't.
Like, Shannon's older too, and then it's like that's my point. These are older women who are well established, who got some sense. They made a mistake. Move on. What can we do?
And I think they were both going through something. Shannon clearly was going through something.
Both with the men. Because she said she was having problems
with Ray.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah. So I definitely think Karen is going through something because she, like you said, she's a very established, intelligent woman who has a lot going for herself. I don't think she would purpose, and she doesn't even seem to be on the show a big drinker. But over that last season, the first time I seen her pick up a Corona was last season.
Right, with Ashley.
Because remember, she used to be like, "Oh, I just take a little Fireball shot here and there," but most of the time she's drinking tea, and she never really drank.
I've never seen her be hammered on the show. Like that's one thing.
Or even she
like,
never
for
even
example, OC.
Yes, for example, OC. The only time she was hammered was in Monique's basement when they was
drinking Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
that was seasons ago.
Yeah.
And when they go to dinner and stuff, she does not order cocktails. But besides this last season, she would start ordering Corona. I'm like, okay, well, that's a change in behavior. Something is going on with her to where she started drinking more. And maybe that's why she got the little DUI situation. And probably because she don't drink often. She's a very lightweight.
Yeah. Well, she was talking about like she was still dealing with grief, and grief is crazy. Like you be good for that, and the next day your life is in shambles. Like it's waves. Like I don't know if y'all saw a video of on stage where he was like, "Grief is so annoying. Like, why are you dead? I just want to call you and talk." Like that is literally the epitome of grief. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a wave of emotions.
can we get into Mia's whole situation with who's the baby daddy and who's not, and then also get into that conversation that they had at the dinner table, which I don't know. I want to know your thoughts, but I thought they was low key, no, high key out of pocket for how they put.
I think they were completely.
Mia at a dinner table? No, you're not going to tell me that I have to protect my children.
Why are you talking about this paternity stuff on TV? Mia, please, you are wrong.
She didn't bring it up first. It was her ex-husband that brought that up first. So now she's having to defend herself.
Do you think that he doesn't know what he's gonna say? And then at the reunion, she did bring it. It all got started at that reunion when she was talking about that Ink thinks that Jeremiah is her son, or that I think Andy asked her, why does Ink think he's Jeremiah's father or something? I don't know. But at the reunion, if she was really trying to protect her son, she would have deaded it then. Now they sitting in the park talking about Ink want a paternity test and da-da-da-da. Like, it's been months. If she's gonna do it. She don't need a paternity test. She don't need
get it because she deep down inside know that this might not be the truth. This might not be the case. So, and if there's some doubt with her, right, then then she's probably like, well, then now you put it all out there. You don't want to put it. She didn't put it out the first. Now,
I cannot believe you standing up for Mia.
I don't like Mia.
I believe this.
I don't like Mia. I don't like her. But us
Mia
as women, moms, and all of that, I just didn't like, because I agree the way Wendy had tried to correct it. Like, you guys were kind of attacking her at the daggone dinner table, talking about her motherhood and what she should have done. Y'all,
Mia
that
comes for everybody. Mia comes for everybody. Thank you. Why you protecting that? Why are you protecting your son? If you've been screwing Ink for how long? If he thought that was his baby, you don't need Gordon to do a paternity test. You don't need both fathers. It would have just said, if he ain't the daddy, it would have just said, you are not the father. And if you was really only sleeping with Gordon, then you know who Jeremiah's father is. Like, why are we dragging this on the show? Like, it's stupid.
Did they say her kids walked in on her having sex with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the part where, when they said you need to protect your kids, that's the part where I was kind of like, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping with this man with your kids in the house?
And they think that's your friend.
They
uncle. Your friend? Ain't that your friend?
Why is uncle in your room all night?
Right.
Like, you thinking about yourself and how you want yourself to feel. You should not be having this man in your house when your husband just left. Or he even gone at that point? I don't even know.
I think he lived downstairs in the building downstairs. Now
it's just too much. I feel like she really exposed herself this last season when she did that whole scene about exposing everything that's going on. I feel like it was too much. I was like, they had to pay her a lot of money, because there's no way that you would sell this type of story and expose your family in this way. Your kids are going to see all of this. And they will be like, Mama, why didn't you tell the business?
Right. And between her and Ashley with these hairstyles, like, I hate her with this platinum blonde hair. It's driving me nuts. Mia's new hairstyle.
I just wish that Mia would get a acid skin peel or something, because all the money she makes, she has no business.
Her and Natalie Nunn, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Yes, it's like, I don't understand
how Natalie Nunn's face still looks like that.
Yes, you got all this money and you can't get the skin taken care of.
Listen, and then but wigs is simple. It's not even like a cosmetic thing. Like, you can color match. If you put the color key next to your face, you can see that blonde is not right for you. And Ashley with this nasty short blonde wig that she had on, like, Ashley, short hair is not for you. Your face
Ashley
is
never get it right. She needs to just wear her natural hair.
Like, Ashley, like Ashley's a pretty girl, but her face, like, everybody's face is not for short hair. Like, short hair girlies, they got the like, you gotta be real cute.
Yeah,
you
gotta
have a narrow, skinny, like, face for that
her
short hair.
For the
It's just not good. Like, look at this. Like, I gotta show y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't know if y'all thought it was cute.
You gotta bring it up. You got to. Because even my homegirl, she texted, she said, "What the hell is Ashley doing? She just miss it every time." I said, "Why?"
And then she's so proud. What is this? What is this? What is it?
All wrong. She look hella strong. Like
that forehead is bam.
They need better stylists. Wendy, she gets it right.
Wendy, yes. Wendy
gets it right.
She has prescription. What is the progression? You see, what did Shayla say? Shayla's like Wendy is on season 10. Yeah.
Season 10, and she ain't even been in 10 seasons. Okay.
Right.
All it took her was one season to say, nope, that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Her hair, her makeup, her fit.
Yes. Exactly. NECA, they showed a picture of what NECA looked like. If NECA was on there, she probably would have been serving too, because they showed this picture of NECA today.
Got her body done.
She took a page from Wendy. NECA said, "Forget them babies. I'm about to get this body together, because listen, it probably ain't gonna happen."
Exactly. That's what you gotta do. Well, let me get my paper because I'm about to get my body done. I told my husband, I said I might get it done.
A little tuppy tup, a little nip and tup,
and a little plumpy plump in the back there, just a little something.
Not the BBL.
A petite one. It's petite. It's petite.
A petite BBL. What they call? They call it a petite BBL, huh?
Yeah, it's a petite BBL.
Yeah. Girl, I ain't hating on it. That's what you want to do? Shoot.
Huh?
I said, girl, I ain't hating on it. That's what you want to do. Listen, if I had the money, I would definitely do stuff too, girl.
You know they got payment plans now. You know you can do it on Klarna.
Hell no, I ain't doing it on Klarna.
I saw this TikTok the other day where the girl was like at the dinner, they were all at the dinner table, and it was like whoever Klarna bill is the highest, they gotta pay. I'm like, now what the hell? What sense do that make?
Well, how does that help your friend? Like she already broke all that money to
whoever has the lowest.
Right, needs to pay. Because you ain't got no debt.
Like, no Klarna.
She do look strong, Karita.
Very strong.
She got a very strong face. She needs something to hide behind. The short hair is not working for that strong face. Like,
right. Thanks for coming.
That's my aunt Karita. My aunt-in-law. Well, just my aunt. That's Karita. She's so sweet.
Yes,
love ya.
She on that picture that she posted. She looking strong and wrong. Yeah.
Listening. But dang, all the charges on what's the name is crazy.
Who?
Karen.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't just DUI. It was like hella charges. I was like, oh my God. So she definitely has an uphill battle to try to disprove all that stuff. So we might, I don't know if we're gonna hear.
That's why she's not talking about nothing. She like, this is a real case. I ain't got time. I'm not getting a ticket like Shannon. Okay, I gotta I gotta protect myself. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot. I was cracking up.
As far as I'm concerned, I wasn't even there. I don't know. I might sound ridiculous, but I don't know a thing.
So what do y'all think about the new girls?
I don't know yet. It's too soon to tell.
It's too soon to tell. They give a little bit boring, and I feel like every time they try to introduce new women, especially on Potomac, some of the new ones, they're extra classy and reserved, and they don't know. They kind of almost seem like they shocked on the behavior of the women on the show.
They were very shocked at that table. They were like, what is happening? Like all of their faces were like.
The QVC chick though, she seemed like she ready to get with it because she was defending Karen.
Yeah, she's ready.
Yeah,
she is. I don't know if I saw in the clips if she gonna flip on Karen.
Yeah, she is. They showed it.
Riding with Wendy or somebody.
Yeah, she gonna tell her she was talking about Wendy. But I hate that they trying to use this storyline that she married to. I mean, she's dating this man that don't want to have sex with her, and that's like her big thing. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, the guy was like, well, if they're gonna laugh at us, they're laughing at God. So I guess it's for religious reasons, but also. I wonder how it's all going to pan out because I did watch a little bit of Watch What Happens Live, And the other young lady that was on Watch What Happens Live with Karen said that she is friends with the guy.
Mm.
And so she was just like, I won't say too much. She's like, I'm going to see how the season pans out. She's like, I do like her, but, you know, we just have to see how it goes. So I'm like, ooh, what's the tea?
We'll
Yeah.
see. They better bring it up. They better bring it. I feel like Potomac has some potential, but I'm nervous that it's going to be a little boring, but we'll see.
Yeah,
OC
we'll see.
has potential to bring it. New York, I don't know. We're going to have to see as well. Only reason why I watch New York because the fashion gives for me. That's exciting.
I have a question. Do we miss Candace on Potomac?
No.
I know we don't miss Robin. I know we don't miss
Robin. God, Lee, Robin, bye. Never come back.
I don't miss them yet.
Yeah.
I feel like Candace would have been.
Yeah.
But I don't think she would have been saying anything that episode. Like, I gotta wait. We gotta wait for.
That's the only thing I kind of like. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know who, as far as who's there, who's gonna have that same wit, because we know Ashley's gonna say whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
But Giselle, she's gonna say whatever too. But they're not as witty as she is.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know.
They say what they're gonna say because they get mad. Candace, she say what she's gonna say, and she's sitting there calm and cool, collected.
Right. You hit it right. You hit the nail on the head, Trina. They say what they say because they get mad, and that's called natural tea. That's that natural because that they can't help. They just naturally nuts. That's what I really like. And Candace is pregnant. You know she probably off her rocker. And really, please don't try her. She probably would have said anything.
I saw some clips of her baby shower. It looked beautiful.
Oh, stunning.
Beautiful.
And we barely even got to see any of the little bit that we got to see was stunning. The cake was beautiful. And I don't blame her for leaving the show.
Protect yourself. You've been praying for this.
She didn't have to do that.
Praying for this pregnancy. F that show. And go back after if you choose to do so. I feel like they could have gave her a little special though for her.
Absolutely, they could have.
They'll probably do like
special. Maybe they offered her the special and she declined it. She's like, I want nothing to do with none of this. She probably wants to be peaceful. Baby.
Peaceful pregnancy.
I want to be peace. Yeah.
Good for her.
Does that wrap up all the housewives?
It does. I think it's a wrap. Unless y'all want to talk about Big Brother real quick, because it's next week is the last week, and we're rooting for Chelsea. Well, I'm rooting for Chelsea.
I'm rooting for Chelsea too. Chelsea deserves it. Chelsea has played. She has not hit the block. She has played an impeccable game. She is moving very strategically.
She's running that house. Okay, anything she wants done is getting done.
Listen, if Cam wins this freaking HOH or whatever they playing right now, veto, and gets Mackenzie out,
it's over.
It's over.
Unless I'm shocked that they showed as much of the veto competition as they did. I was like, are they gonna show who gets the veto? Is there not a show on Wednesday? But I guess
I'm low key praying Cam wins, and just because then it's like she's a shoe-in, because I feel like I don't think Cam and Rabina would take each other.
No.
Unless they were smart. If they were smart, they would take each other.
Right. And she turned Cam and Mackenzie against each other just for reason. So now they're the last two. She threw the veto. So now they have to decide, and they're not going to take each other.
No. But also, I think actually in Chelsea's best interest, it would be better if it was Cam, Mackenzie, and Chelsea, because they're both going to take her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super proud of her though. Like, she has been putting in the work. She's been holding it down. She's been holding her tongue because I know she be wanting to say stuff. So she be doing good. She make me nervous when she talks to the camera though. I'm like, girl, somebody can hear you. Shut up.
Chelsea's personality reminds me of Sierra.
Oh.
Like the thing you just did right now, that's Chelsea.
She's a sweet girl though.
Yeah,
I'm excited for her. I hope she just takes it all.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a completist. Like, I like Chelsea. She has a fun personality. Like, you could tell on the outside she's like a fun girl. Yeah. And she's from California. She's from Riverside. Like, we have to root for the whole
Rancho.
Yeah, Rancho. That's what I meant.
Rancho, she goes to my cousin's church.
Oh, really?
Yep, she goes to
Abundant Living.
Abundant Living.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now we just put where she go to church on the internet. Please don't stalk her, okay?
Oh yeah, please don't.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have fun. Keep tuning in. We're gonna be going live every Tuesday. Please tune in between 7:30 and 7:45. Sorry, we really trying to get this time down, but
we trying.
Right. Between 7:30 and 7:45. To follow us on Instagram because we need some followers. The Lady Layer. You can follow us on TikTok. Same name. Are we all the Lady Layer across
the board? Across the board.
Follow us, guys. You'll get updates. We need to start posting more about little gossip that we see, but we working on it. We getting this together. Hang in there with us, y'all. We'll see y'all next Tuesday, 7:30-ish. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.